Hello class. So very quickly, we're going to discuss the differences between a monocot and a dicot. So hopefully this helps you out if you're an undergrad or someone taking up botany. Hopefully this can give you some type of help to help you pass your classes or exams or whatever the case may be, or if you're just wanting to learn and wanting to listen. So a monocot versus a dicot. We're going to start with the root system. Now, for a monocot's root system, they require fibrous roots. So when you hear fibrous roots, think of 5, right? Think of fingers, fibrous, 5 fingers, and they spread out. Versus a taproot will be 1 for this specific thing. It'll be 1. So a taproot of a dicot would be a carrot. That's a great example. If this part is my ground here, my carrot is sticking up, but it goes down in here, and it sticks out. There's my sun up here, but that is an example. Versus here, a monocot, the root system, if this is the tree up here, as you can see, if I'm drawing the tree here, the root system underneath will go all over. So that is the difference between the root systems. A dicot is a taproot. Monocot is a fibrous. So let's write that really quickly. I know it isn't the closest, but we'll still write it out for you. That is a taproot system. All right, now we're gonna go to the vascular, and what that is how the seeds are aligned inside of the plant. Now, when you come to a monocot, if we draw a circle here and we draw a circle here, this is a very easy example of how to remember. For a monocot, the vascular is not in a circle. It's just scattered all over the place. So the seeds inside of the plant will just be just scattered over. If you see this, you know what? It's a monocot because the seeds are scattered. So if it's a dicot, what would be the difference? They would be in a ring shaped, a circle. The seeds will be aligned in a circle. And that's how you will know the difference between a monocot and a dicot. So we're gonna go here, draw our circle of seeds. All right. And at the end of the video, we'll also get closer up to the board so you can see the finished product of what we're talking about. All right. So then we will go to the leaf next. And the difference between the leaves are a monocot will have a single parallel vein. So it'll look something like this. Let's just say that's the leaf. Kind of looks like my head. And it will have one vein coming through here. So you've seen big leaves, bigger leaves or bigger plants, they'll tend to have the one leaf with a vein coming through. Now, a dicot leaf looks more like the leaves you're used to when the seasons are changing and they're falling. We have to scrape them up. The 5, and that's another good way of remembering. For dicot leaves, 5, like a 5, like the leaf that kind of looks like your hand and it has multiple net-like veins going throughout it, that's a dicot. So we just draw us a leaf here, and when you see the veins of the leaf and it has multiple veins in the leaf, that's when you know that's a dicot. All right, and then lastly, we're gonna talk about the flower of each one. So if you look at a monocot flower, it should come in multiples of 3, while a dicot flower should come in multiples of 4 or 5. So just remember, you count the petals of the flower, and three, and this should be in multiples of 4 or 5. So what we're gonna do before you see the final product, we're gonna hurry up and just recap what we've learned. A monocot has a fibrous root system. A monocot has a spread out wild vascular system. A monocot has a single vein leaf, and the flower of a monocot comes in multiples of 3. While a dicot has a taproot system, the seeds come in a ring-like structure or a circular structure, as you see here. The leaf has multiple net-like veins, not just a single one, like the monocot, mono, single, di, that means 2, so that can help you with that one. The leaf has a mono vein, while this one down here has di or multiple, so kind of poly, but dicot. And then lastly, the flower. It comes in multiples of 3. 1, 2, and 3. And this comes in multiples of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a 5th. And there you should be able to have and understand quickly the differences between a monocot and a dicot.